welcome back. Coming back, have a drink with us again. Andrew Nagorski, Chris Roman here, welcoming you and to show you that we're not really total dicks. We are going to talk about some serious issues, right? And one of those regarding middle-aged men is something that's very prevalent, and I'm surprised at the number of men who really aren't as aware. One of the problems which plagues us is an increased risk of prostate cancer, right? And among so many other health issues. I was just telling a friend as we were lighting up the other day, that he really should go to a urologist and have his PSA levels checked for early detection,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, have you done your test since you crossed the 50 line?
I have, but I've got an added reason. My father is a 27-year prostate cancer survivor.
That's right.
He had caught it early, and I know that it's highly hereditary, so I went over right away when he called and gave me the news, and I went to see him to talk about it, and he was leaving his home at the moment. So it's one of those driveway conversation. He's backing out, I'm walking in, and it's a brief, awkward conversation. And I said, I understand that it's highly hereditary, so I'm curious, you've caught it early, what were the signs? And he's 64 years old at the time, and he says, I was having pain after inner. I'm like, geez, don't tell me you're popping, Ma. Yeah. When I was 13, I asked, I grew up Catholic, so it's like, okay, I'm ready for the Blue Book talk on the birds and the bees, so where did I come from? And they said, your mother loved your father so much that they decided to have you. Any questions? I said, yeah, a whole bunch, but apparently you don't know the answers, so I'll go elsewhere. But the good news was they're still active at 64. So I've had a test every year since then, and I had an issue once.
What's that?
Well, I was staying a weekend with a lady, and...
Live one?
Yeah, a live one on rare occasion, and there's the towel in front of the bathroom toilet so that your feet don't get cold, something else for our age. And there were a couple drips of blood. So I came out very wise and said, I think you're having your period. And she says, I'm not. I said, I've got evidence you're having your period. She says, I assure you, I'm not. You don't know your body better than I do. The blood was for me. So I went.
And not a nosebleed.
Not a nosebleed. I went to a urologist to get checked out. And it's kind of an interesting profession because you call them and they say, can you hold please? I say, sure. And they said, no, that's the first question. Can you hold? So I get an appointment and he says, is it all right if I use 2 fingers to check you? And I feel a little alarmed. I said, why do you need 2 fingers? He said, I need a second opinion. So he pulls out,
lots of those.
Yeah, so he pulls out this instrument that he's going to go up the urethra Franklin and check out things. And it's like a metal straw. And he pulls out one that's like that long. I'm like, no, I'm not in the NFL. Get one of the Eastern European ones there. Like a little silly straw or a toothpick or something, And they don't knock you out for that. So that's some serious stuff. But they put you through the mill on those tests. So you got to be careful.
But it's essential to get them, guys. You have to absolutely go and get that done,
It's embarrassing, but still necessary to do. But I went the further mile on this.
You volunteered?
No, he said I had a lump on my prostate.
Oh, really?
And that we should do a biopsy.
That's right.
So I agreed. Well, you don't know what to expect, but you go in and they set up risers off in the office for like a church choir. But it's for all of the nurses on staff in the office. So they're all coming in, and they've got popcorn, and they've got soft drinks. This is the entertainment, because the old guy is going to get it.
Yeah.
So you're laying in a fetal position on your side, and they're sitting there eating their popcorn and drinking their Coca-Cola, and they get ready for the procedure, and they warn you, we're going to do a few needles to just numb the area, thank you, and then they're going to go for the biopsy. They don't tell you how, and you didn't ask because you haven't had it before. So it's an air gun that shoots the needle in and out through your colon. And that's the interesting thing. Every procedure, once you're over the age of 50, involves going up your ass. If you have a toothache, they're going up your ass. If you're insured, they're definitely going up your ass. So it's a requirement. Everything is accessible through there for some reason. So they put this bazooka gun up my ass, and I didn't know that. And the surprise is when it pops, because they fire it to get the biopsy, and you weren't expecting that. So moments later, you're hanging off of the chandelier, naked, swinging, with the gun out your ass.
And an audience.
And an audience that are all applauding the performance from that. It's really quite entertaining. I'd recommend everyone to do it.
And then they tell you, oh, we're almost done. We only need
20 more.
That's
21. There was nothing left.
Yeah.
I walked in Eastern European. I walked out pretty gender neutral.
How'd you feel walking out, facing those lovely medical professionals outside?
Well, they saved me at that point,
Yeah.
because the doctor shows your biopsy in the little formaldehyde, and you got 21 pieces of what you used to have fun with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get a little woozy, and it turns you turn into an infant. I want a cookie, or I want some orange juice now. I'm just going to lay down for a while and cry.
Bye, mommy.